Hi and welcome again to Excel's master course. In the last session we have learned about the math function. In this session we will continue the numerical functions. But before everything, if you want us to keep working, make sure you clicked on subscribe and notifications button, and if you liked the video, in this session you gonna learn about statistical functions in Excel, which we gonna launch specialized course about it in the near future. Now let's talk about mean operation in Excel. Mean, known as the average of the values. It can be performed by several ways on Excel. The first is use the function average. The second is to use formula contains two functions. Sum, which we talked about in the previous session, and count, which we gonna talk about in the upcoming session. This way can be done by dividing the sum function product by the count function product. I know that this way is pretty complex, but we in analytics world want you to improve your logic and brain skills. Let's try it in Excel. Let's get the mean or the average of all of these values. So equal average, open parenthesis, the range of the values. It is 8.5. Let's try it by the second way. Equal sum, open parenthesis, the range of the selected values, then slash, then count, the range of values. It is the same 8.5. Now let's try if the function average has a condition, or the function known as average if. It does the same operation of average but for the values that has its condition. Let's try it in Excel. Let's try to get the average of these values, but I want to get the average of values greater than 7. So equal average if, open parenthesis, the selected range, then the criteria. But don't forget the double quotes before and after the criteria. It is 10. Let's check it with the normal average. It is also 10. So that is right. Now let's talk about the median operation in Excel. Median is the middle number in the data set. In Excel there is function called median to calculate the median. Let's try it in Excel. Let's try to calculate the median for all of these values. So equal median, open parenthesis, specify the range, and enter. It equals 8.5. Now let's talk about the mode. Mode is the most repeated value in the data set. There is function called mode to calculate it. Let's try it in Excel. Let's try to calculate the mode for this data set. So equal mode, open parenthesis, specify the range, enter. The most repeated value is 1. Now let's talk about getting minimum value in Excel. There is function called min. It prints the minimum value in the data set. Let's try it in Excel. Let's create a random number in this cell using rand function. Let's get a sample of data by it, horizontally and vertically. Now let's get the minimum value this data set. Equal min. Open parenthesis. Specify the range. Here it works. Now let's talk about getting maximum value in Excel. There is function called max. It prints the maximum value in the data set. Let's try it in Excel. Let's create another random number by rand function. Let's get another sample of data by it, horizontally and vertically. Now let's get the maximum value this data set. Equal max. Open parenthesis. Specify the range. Here it works. In this session you have learned a little bit about statistical functions in Excel. Check OU information in the quiz below in the description. Thank you for pay attention. Don't forget to subscribe and apply notification and like the video. See you in the next session.